Good morning, students. We have granted independence to India yesterday in the class. Now we are just going out of India. When we were fighting for independence, was there anywhere, any movement to get independence? Yes, there were movements. This is what we are going to see. A country in Africa named Ghana. It was known as Ivory Coast. So this Ghana, the country named Ghana, it was being ruled by the British, like in India. So how they got the independence? This is to inform you or to make you understand that as the things were happening in India, in other parts of the world also there were struggles and fightings or movements to come out of the foreign yoke. Britishers or the Europeans, we can say, have come out of their continent, went to different parts of the world and conquered the people because of the guns and the latest their technologies. The indigenous of those people like Asian and Africans who were well advanced in normal understandings, but not so much advanced in latest technologies, were conquered by the Europeans. And since Europeans are conquered, in those Europeans, England was a prominent country which began to conquer the kingdoms or the areas and rule. Now you will see here, the late 19th and early 20th century means 1890s and 19s. This period, nationalism in Afro-Asian countries as part of the anti-colonial struggles for independence. See, nationalism in Afro-Asian countries as part of the anti-colonial struggles. Colony means areas that were controlled by someone else for commercial purpose. So that is what we see. Colonial rule in Africa was dictatorial. Means, behavioral dictate. Just write down. Don't question. Obey what is told. If you question, you have no chance of survival. The ruler in dictator is not going to consider the problems of the people, or he is not concerned with the problems of people. He is concerned with his administration and his position. That is why he is called a dictator. Dictates, tells. He is not telling, he is dictating, orders, obey. No thinking either way. Yes or no, any problems, no. Whatever is ordered, obey. That's a dictator. So it's a dictatorial, means the Britishers, the Europeans were simply enforcing them, asking the Africans to obey whatever is told. Laws affecting Africans were created in all white legislatures. Their parliaments were there in Britain, and that British parliament made law for the Africans without even minding what what was the thinking of the African people. Without even knowing what was the culture of African people. Without even knowing the interactive relationship between the people of South Africa. And if this law is implemented, what would be the problems faced by the people? That was not taken into consideration by the British Parliament. Africans had no decision-making powers or representation. Even if there was a state government in Ghana, that government was completely or 100% dominated by the white minority, and they were making everything. And in that parliament, there would be no representation from the black. That is speciality. The forcible takeover of land from the local owners. If I am having 100 acres of the land, they may come and point a gun at me or take away. Or they may make some rules and regulations. One of the rules we will study in 10th class. One of the rules they have made is that only one member in the family will have a right to property. All other members will have no right to property. Do you know for what purpose it was made? It was made to get employees for the British-owned factories. Otherwise, the villagers were looking after land of their own in the villages. People were not coming to work in the factories of Britishers. So they made a law that property will be inherited by only the eldest one. So all others have to get out from that area and go and work in the British-dominated areas. So that kind of rules and regulations were made by the British. Increased taxes and poor working conditions led to many African protests. Because of these reasons, that law which I have already told, and many of these reasons made the Africans to be alert and fight against the British and Europeans. In 1857, Ghana, known the Gold Coast, became the first sub-Saharan African country to gain independence. So they got independence in 1957, 10 years later than us. So the Indian independence was an inspiration for most of other countries who were ruled by the foreign countries. So in 57, how it was known as the Gold Coast. The freedom movement was led by KWAME Nkrumah, now recently he died. Okay, I am not going to present this today, I am not taking it. So recently he died. Convention People's Party through strikes, boycotts and mass rallies. The same method what we have done. Strikes we have done, boycotts we have done, and mass rallies. The same thing that what we did. We called it a satyagraha. That's right. Or hunger strike. That's it. So they also followed around the same method as we in India has done. A peaceful step. In 1857, in 1951, his party, NKRUMAH'S party, won a huge electoral victory because people supported that fact. There was an election to the Parliament of Ghana, and this they have won a huge success, and the British government faced a problem because of that. It opposed the existing system in which the British rulers had allowed the chiefs to nominate representatives to the legislature. You know, tribal society will have a chief in each section. So British government had permitted the tribal society to the leader of the tribal society named the chief to nominate members of the legislative Council of Ghana, which is said to be the Parliament of Ghana, which was controlled and dominated by the British. This was the situation. It presented the British Grand Legislature that contained no nominated or special members and won this demand. So they told this party, asked the British government, permit to have elections. Let the members, the citizens elect as they wish the persons who need to the legislative assembly. And in that only, huge majority was won by this party. Elections in new legislative councils won by the Conventional People's Party in 19. So there was a new elections to legislative council. Naturally, the party which was asking, protesting, rallying, all those things, they could manage a more huge majority in the elections to the legislative assembly. Now, when these things happened, the British government had to accept the demands of the people, because the people were asking. And Britain and the world community had a thinking to grant independence to the communities or the countries which were asking, because United Nations have come into existence and India has got already independence. And India was having a good electoral constitution, had a set of government that will study tomorrow. So all those things are happening. Because of that, the movements got challenged. So in 1956, there was an election to the Legislative Council of Ghana, in that the Convention People's Party of NKRUMAH has won the election. That is it. So this paved this election result. In India also there was election, that's it, the same way. This election paved the way for the proclamation of an independent nation under the name Ghana. So this is the election that has happened in Ghana, or change of government. British government left Ghana and went back to their home country, left the administration or ruling areas of Ghana. This is a country named Ghana. This is a world map. I hope you understand. This is Ghana located here. This is known as the Gold Coast. Earlier it was named the Gold Coast. Now it is known as the Ghana. You know, this is a world map. The Europeans have come to India through this route. That is route. This is the South Africa, this Cape of Good Hope. So this route. So here they had a good hold. Britishers had a good hold here, and they granted independence to Ghana. This is the world map. This is the South America, North America. I hope you are able to understand. Okay, very good. Now we come to the next map. Here you see, this is in Africa. Here it is in Africa. This is the Asia. You see a child dressed like this in Ghana. So their Independence Day celebrations you can see. See, the people are so happy. They enjoy them. They express their happiness. This is the situation or a picture of Ghana. Now, my dear friends, I am not going to read and write down the question answers of the test. Whenever we call you to come to the school, I will check the words. Please write down. Once you write down, you yourself will be able to understand it. Once you take the book and find out the answers of these questions and write it by yourself in the answer book, that itself is That is study. That is study. For the knowledge, to remember the things in your lifetime, you have listened to my class. So when you write the question and answers, that is done to pass in the to keep the things in your and understanding completely concept you have understood. That is the use of writing the things. That's why I ask you to write down. So these are the question answers. Is there in the textbook. I have not brought anything from anywhere else. Please answer these questions. This also. Read it yourself. Pause the video and read the things and answer the questions. That is what is needed. Okay? Now, next chapter is last chapter of this year of history. Chapter is named as Independence and After. So we know when India started, 1947, August 15th. It's the last chapter. Just give me an introduction, which will give the pains and struggles that have taken place during the independence movement and how the people were much happy about it. That's what we are going to discuss, and the partition and its effect and a little bit detail, because we are not going deep into the studies because we are going to study in 10th class. That is it. Okay. So Britain conquered Bengal in 1757 after Battle of Plassey. For East India Company came to India to trade but became rulers of India. This is what we have to see. Okay. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we will see about India after independence. Okay. Bye. See you.